Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of Ball in Mons, we're going to be looking at the Champions League playoff phases prediction. So it's going to be a quick video for the prediction for the Champions League playoff phases. So in the last 2 years, the Champions League have done away with the group stages, and they've brought in the Champions League phases. So they're all the teams are drawn into the league, and then the league table, and then what they do is they have a certain amount of games. The top 8 teams that go through automatically to the last 16. And then from the 9th position to the 24th position, they go through to a playoff phase for them to get through to the last 16 phases. So the top 8 teams are through. Now the bottom 16 teams, they're going to fight for eight places to play the 8 teams already through in the last 16. So I'm going to go through this games on Tuesday and also game on Wednesday as well. So the first one I'm going to do is the Tuesday video for the Tuesday fixture. So there's 4 fixtures today. The 4 fixtures are as follows: Galatasaray versus Juventus, Benfica versus Real Madrid, Dortmund versus Atlanta, and the last one is Monaco versus PSG. So the first one I'm going to go through quickly is going to be the Galatasaray game versus Juventus. This is going to be an exciting game. Galatasaray top of the league by 3 points ahead of their arch nemesis Fenerbahce. They have Osimhen leading now. You have players like Icardi scoring loads of goals in that league. You have Noah Lang, the exciting winger. You have Mario Lemina. For me, is an absolute maverick. I love Mario Lemina. Anytime I see him play, I always thought it was a good player. Gundogan, a Manchester City legend. I also have Davinson Sanchez from the Tottenham ex-Tottenham defender, and then you also have Leroy Sané as well. So in this game, I think Juventus are going to go through overall, but I think the first leg might go to Galatasaray because Galatasaray are formidable at home. Last weekend, I watched a couple of minutes of the game. They were playing two strikers. So Osimhen was playing off Icardi, which I think was very, very good. And Osimhen played really, really well. He was more of a provider for Icardi, in my opinion. So I'm looking forward to see how the Mandrake starts this game. And then I also saw Juventus game versus Inter Milan on Sunday. Very, very exciting game. Juventus are very, very unlucky to lose that game. They had a man sent off. They had Kalulu sent off. The right back. It was very, very unlucky. It should never been a second yellow card. The standard of the refereeing in the Serie A is an absolute disgrace. In my opinion. This game, I'm picking Juventus to go through overall, but I think Galatasaray might win the first leg. And also, watching the game on Sunday for Juventus and Inter Milan, like I said, they're very lucky. But I felt Locatelli was fantastic. Locatelli is a complete midfielder. I was very, very impressed watching Locatelli play just on Sunday. And what I would say is I'm really, really looking forward to Yildiz as well. Yildiz is a fantastic attacker. I don't see him being in Juventus for too long anymore, simply because I think his potential is out of this world. He's one of the most exciting attackers in the world at the moment, and I feel he deserves a better platform for players, for teams to be watching him, for fans to appreciate this game, in my opinion. So I'm really, really looking forward to Yildiz getting out of Juventus in the next couple of years. Hopefully there's no disrespect to any Juventus fan watching this. So the next game I'm going to go through is Benfica versus Real Madrid. Exciting tie. You have Jose Mourinho's Benfica. You know what you're going to get from them. They're going to sit back, defend. However, they're home. They're going to look to get on the front foot, because you can't go to Bernabeu not winning the first leg. If you go to Bernabeu already losing, there's no chance of you winning that tie. So Benfica has to come out of this game and actually try and attack and get maybe a goal or two. If you win this game, you have a good chance of going through. But I'm picking Madrid to go through overall. I'm not too sure who's going to win the game one, the first leg between these two teams, because it's going to be very exciting. You have the Greek in Pavlidis, a bona fide goal getter. I think he's going to give Dean Howson a right goal tonight in this game. I think he's going to give Dean Howson a lot of trouble in this game. And Mbappe, I heard he missed the game in Sociedad. I was watching some of the game in the Sociedad game, Madrid versus Sociedad. Madrid played really, really well. They had the young guy Garcia. He scored a nice goal. Trent was playing right back, providing brilliant cross for Garcia for that goal. And they had Valverde. I think he was playing like a 4-4-2 with Valverde in the right side of the midfield. So it's going to be very interesting to see how both teams set up. Mbappe's missed a whole week of training last week. He didn't play at all against Sociedad, was rested. So, but I think Champions League is everything for Madrid. So I just don't see them not starting Mbappe in this game. I think if Mbappe start, you know what you're going to get from Mbappe. He's going to go get a goal or two. He's going to try to dominate the game. It might not be in it, but once you get that ball, is like that. He's going to try to get a goal straight away, in my opinion. The next game I'm going to go through is Dortmund versus Atlanta. Interesting tie. For this one, I'm picking Dortmund to go through overall. Atlanta have been very poor in Serie A. Overall, obviously Dortmund are going to be looking to Gressy for goals. However, if Atlanta are to have any chance of going through, they have to win the midfield battle. I always feel in European away ties, the midfield battle are very, 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 very important, especially for the away team. Because if you win that midfield battle, I think you're going to have a very, very good chance of winning the game. And Ederson, the Brazilian, he's a very, very good midfielder. Very, very good midfielder. Anytime I've seen him play, I've been very, very impressed. He was superb in the win of the weekend. And I think in this game, he has a chance to maybe stamping his name as one of the best midfielders in Europe if he actually goes out and actually outplays the Dortmund midfield. But that's going to be a very tough task. Is Darun gonna come along with him? I'm not too sure what you're going to get from Darun. And obviously you have Kristovic. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. I do apologize. Centre forward, the guy they got from they got in the Italian league last year, Atlanta. Obviously, they lost Lookman. That's a big loss. But, like I said, I'm expecting Dortmund to win this game at home and to go through overall the tie. The next and the last tie for the Tuesday night for the Champions League playoff phase is Monaco versus PSG. All French affair. That's going to be very good for French football. However, I was very surprised to see PSG in this. But when you win 4 or 5 trophies, you win every single trophy you were in last season, it's going to be very hard to feel motivated for this season. Even Luis Enrique doesn't report that he wants to get out of PSG simply because he wants a new challenge. And also doesn't help them because their Ballon d'Or winner, Dembele, has had a stop-start season in terms of injury as well. They lost at the weekend, and I think they're 2 points or a point behind Lens in Ligue 1. So it's been a difficult season for PSG, but they can rectify all that by going through the Champions League, which I do expect them to go through. Monaco, I don't think they're any good in my opinion. I think PSG are going to wipe the floor with them, both home and away, and I see PSG going through in this one in my opinion. That's pretty much it. If you enjoyed my video, please make sure to hit on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Peace out.